Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thank you for getting your pod on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. And lots of people over the weekend. I want to give a shout out to the Fairport Village Shuttle. It's actual little golf cart that'll take you around. I escaped out of Mulconry, like literally escaped. Went out the back through the kitchen, out the side, up the front, boom. I was trying to lose some people.
It was like there's a mob hit out of him or something.
I was literally trying to lose somebody.
Do I know who you're saying? All right.
No. And then I went out and I got into this golf cart, and they had the big plastic heavy sides. It was awesome.
That's
they
a
drove
great
me back
idea.
up. Yeah.
And the person ran him down.
That's a great idea.
Over from here, but the Fairport Village Inn. Was it a good St. Patrick's Day weekend for everybody?
It was a weekend.
Yeah, it was a weekend.
That's all.
Yeah. I love St. Patrick's Day.
Did you meet more people or drink more Guinness? How many? Where's the?
Well, I don't know, man. I haven't done a Saturday like that in a long time. Like I was 10 o'clock, started drinking, and I went home at 9. So 10 a.m.
How can you fucking do that?
Well, you're not drinking, like you're not.
Yeah.
I did no shots.
Oh, okay. Then,
so I didn't do any shots, and it was just a lot of.
I could do 10, 11 hours.
Yeah, just
still be
pacing
okay.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I ate in there.
You were doing shots. They just were mixed with other things.
Oh, I don't even know.
Actually, yeah, because we started around 1
What do you
on
think Greg put in
Saturday.
the cup? It wasn't ginger ale.
Yeah.
We didn't get done to about 11, so it's about 10 hours.
About the same thing.
Yeah, no shots.
Isn't it? No shots.
Yeah, as long as there's no shots involved, I'm good.
I am too, Matt. I could do the same
Seasoned veteran.
thing. Yeah, I got my liver's like, yeah, baby.
I can still mix in a couple shots.
Now, you know what's funny is last week you brought something up. You brought up, can I bring it up again, or is this going to get your life ugly?
I don't know. What are you talking
What was
about?
where you checked into the place, the cigar place?
Yeah.
And then the person said, so I had a woman contact me, and she said to me, I want you to think about that for a second. I want you to think that if the roles were reversed and it was the chick and some guy who was an ex, and she wrote, and I went, oh, well, that's why I'm a dumb house ape. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about
Oh,
that.
no. Marianne's totally right on that one.
Yeah, I think so.
No one's saying
no one ever said she was wrong.
No.
She was
Well,
wrong.
no. I was trying to figure out in my head, like, I didn't think it was that big a deal either, because even Laura's like,
Yeah.
Laura said she was wrong.
Well,
Well, that's what she said.
but the
to me.
more I thought, what's this
That
person
didn't help either.
Trouble.
That
I
didn't
know,
help
I know
either.
it didn't help you. I know it didn't.
there was also something that was said back to her on
Yeah.
the post that he doesn't remember. That's probably what did it.
Oh,
She don't remember either.
Who doesn't remember?
Marianne, 'cause I asked her. It was just something that probably shouldn't have been said, but it wasn't. It wasn't
Come
like
on down. I'll be here for a while.
If she can't remember, it never happened.
Yeah.
That was
Which
probably
it doesn't
it.
seem like a big deal until you
Until
put
it-
two and two that it's a woman and an ex.
And an X. See, it's
That's
the
right.
X part. Now,
Yeah.
Kevin sent me a very interesting. Was this a conversation you were having via text?
This is a friend of mine I had a conversation with this morning. Yes.
Okay. So, all right, I'm missing a whole bunch of texts that came in while I was in boxing, so forgive me.
Mr. Popularity
But
over here.
no. So this is a text. We ran into an ex of his while out.
Of whose?
So I
A
don't
friend
know.
of mine's
a friend.
fiance.
He's okay. So this is somebody that Kevin knows. This is the woman writing you.
Yes.
And Kevin writes back, I felt like she was out of line. He didn't. Figured it out when sober. What did she say? They were talking alone for a half hour, so I don't know what was said, but she was super. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
No
what,
way.
dude?
No
Matt,
way.
Please we need to help young
Nah.
guys
First
or
of all,
something.
I would be dead if I did that.
No shit.
And if she did it, we'd have a problem. Too.
Yes,
That's,
we would.
No, you
Yes.
don't- Why? What are you
And then
talking alone
we're-
about?
And you know how women get touchy and
Yeah.
that familiarity,
That's
right?
disrespectful.
Oh, I agree. So this goes on, but here's the thing. In this conversation, Kevin, I don't know if you picked up on it. She says in here that the woman didn't know that your friend was his girlfriend. So he never
I saw that.
He never
He
introduced
never
her.
offered that
Wait,
up.
so he's at fault.
He is this guy, man. Wow.
If you introduce them, that kind of takes pressure off the whole thing.
If you introduce him.
That happened to me on what day? On the day I dropped Marianne off. Somebody came up to to me, and
Yeah.
and I introduced him, and that was it.
Right
Nothing
away.
was questioned. Nothing
Yeah.
at all. That's
Yeah.
what you have to do.
Did you see my favorite part of that text when she finally confronted the girl a little bit from across the bar? I think it's in the first one of the second screenshot.
The first one of the second screenshot. Okay. I need to know what you said.
Yes.
That it was nasty behavior to touch someone's boyfriend. If he wanted her, they'd still be together.
There's a little bit. They keep going. There's another line in there.
That I
somewhere.
could smell her rotten vag from the end of the bar. She just continued to do it when I wasn't looking.
Okay, but again, here we go.
Did
We
she
blame
say-
the girl right away. This girl has no idea he has a girlfriend or a
Right.
fiance, right?
Right.
So
This
why
is
is
all
it the
this
girl's
dude's
fault?
fault.
So why is she got a rotten vagina? It's not him that's a piece of shit. He knows
Well, he's a
obviously he
piece
has a
of shit
fiance.
too. I think they're both. I mean,
But I don't think
he's got to
she should
say something.
But yeah, but the other girl didn't know at the time that
Right.
she's touching his arm or anything that he has a girlfriend.
yeah, but you got to. As soon as that happens, you got to say.
He
Who
has to
has to?
say.
He has.
He
Oh,
has to say.
absolutely. So again, she's talking about the girl's vagina rotting. Why is it the girl's fault? Why is automatically she going to be a bitch to this girl?
Wait,
who
did
has
she
no
really
idea?
say to her that I could smell your rotten vag?
I would believe, knowing this person, yes.
She said it to the ex-girlfriend, right? The new
Yes.
girlfriend did.
That would be.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
That's like you get punched in the face for saying something like that. don't
Exactly.
you?
And what did this woman do? She doesn't know he has a
Right.
girlfriend or fiance, whatever you want to call it.
How old are these people?
Yeah, but if they're walking
don't
out
know.
of
I
the
don't know
bar
them.
afterwards, I mean, you got to say something. Again, it's both, but
I
would-
got to say something. I'm saying something to the guy.
I think the guy is the one at fault here.
I
Big time.
might say, hey, just so you know,
Yeah.
I'm his fiance, and I don't appreciate the contact, but you didn't know it was him.
Him.
Now, if she wants to be disrespectful after that, then you can say what you got to say.
Yeah.
But up until that point, she's got to be given a fair shot. She has no idea this guy's got somebody.
Right.
Well, she knows he's single.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like, I'm a little drunk. I want to.
I can agree with that. That line of thinking I totally get, because we often, though, always, like, I never understood when a guy like flips out, his girlfriend is either doing something either inappropriate or sort of flirtatious with another guy. And I go, why are you getting mad at the girl when it's the guy? Like, the chick gets mad at the other girl if he cheats or he flirts. Or, hey, it's him.
Right.
Shouldn't he say?
Right.
Yeah. Or shouldn't that be? Why even lower yourself
First
to
of all,
go
why
after
is he
her?
having a half-hour conversation with his fiance right there?
and
And again, why do you need to introduce her? Now, listen, a lot of times Natalie knows. Somebody will walk up to me and I'll be like talking to him, and I have no idea who they are.
yes.
And she knows she's got to step up and say, I'm sorry, he's rude. I'm Natalie.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I don't remember who the person is.
Right. And that can
terrible.
happen a lot. Or you
does that screw you over too? Because then you got to try to figure out what this person's name is.
Well, then she'll say, oh, my name is Natalie. They'll say, oh, I'm so-and-so. And
Yeah.
hopefully it clicks.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
Have you ever said, now sometimes people will clue in on my absent-mindedness, because I would say, like, hey, this is Matt, or Matt, this is, whomever, right? I go, oh, this is Matt Reese, this is whomever, and they would then introduce themselves. Oh, hi, man, I'm so-and-so, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never tried to do it myself.
Yeah, I would usually say, or I would go, this is my girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Hey, let me introduce you to my girlfriend. And then they would come back
Yeah, I
with
guess
their
I've
name.
done that a couple times.
Only because
But I wonder from the beginning.
I'm the worst person with names. You can tell
I
me
am
your
too.
name
I used to be so good.
20 times and I'll still forget it.
And
as
I'm
soon as
usually
you
good
walk
about
away.
playing it off, but there's a couple times somebody will say, you don't remember me, huh? I go, no, sorry, I don't.
Yeah, but
I own a bar. I drink a lot.
Yeah, that's just it. Is
well,
many,
I think
many people
they don't get upset, do they?
No, everybody's usually cool about it.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
know.
Would you say about 50-50 or half the
Oh,
time
it's-
you're meeting somebody that you've had a few drinks and you might not remember as much?
30% I know who it is. 70 I don't. A lot of people just know me from
Yes,
just
of
knowing
course.
me, or knowing me through Mark and stuff like that.
It's funny Matt says that, because I have friends that ask me how Matt is or how Matt's doing. Have no idea who Matt is, because they followed us on Facebook
Yeah.
for the last 7 years.
Right.
So they think they know him.
Well, they kind of, I mean, in a way, or what you want them to know
Right.
of you, you know, and you're fairly open on things.
yeah,
Yeah.
very open.
Well, I mean, no, I'm sure there's things you don't talk about, but I think, like, the cool shit with your house, like from that, or something going on at the restaurant, or hey, we went out to eat. I mean, you can like get a nice vibe from Matt. You kind of see what he's about, and see. I can see where you feel like you know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can
What
totally.
a real
see that.
asshole that guy is what they're thinking, but that's all right.
I doubt that at all. Does anybody mind if we do that? So a friend of mine Chris Benson, his wife actually reached out to me. His mom passed away. His mom Judy passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear.
She was a long time dealing, living with cancer and going through stuff. They were down in South Carolina. But she would come up, just a big personality, would dye her hair different colors and do all kinds. Just fun lady. Enjoyed the fireball. So every once in a while there'd be fireball shots. And if anybody doesn't mind, we have fireball. We do a fireball shot for Chris Benson's mom.
Put a little pit bull underneath.
What's that?
A little pit bull underneath.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll do that in a little bit. We can.
Mark loves Pitbull.
We can.
Mr. 3-1 whatever. Mr. 315.
Hey, do you like Bruno Mars?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan, but I do.
Talented guy.
Very.
You know what I'm reading? Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I can't find it really verified other than this one article, and they're even saying we're not sure. But the rumor is he is $50 million in gambling debt to the MGM casinos. But they're paying him $90 million. He just opened a cocktail lounge in one of their other ones called the Pinky Ring. So even if he got $40 million and it just made the debts go away, I don't know. He loves playing poker. He's been very open about that. But, how much do you have to lose? And what hands are you betting to get $50 million? It's just a rumor. I can't find any confirmation about it.
Sounds like it might be beneficial to Greg, though, in a couple of years.
Holy shit.
That's terrible.
It's wild, right?
And listen, you're talking to a guy who
Do you play poker?
I'm a blackjack guy.
Oh, you're a blackjack guy.
good.
And there was nights where I'd walk in the casino and lose $4,000 and just not think twice about it.
Yeah.
And I did it a lot. I used to make a lot of money, so I did it a lot. But now looking back, I want to kick myself, and I control it now, but it's a disease.
Yeah.
It's an addiction.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you must feel like you can always get it the next time. You get
do.
it the next
You
time.
always think you're going to come back.
Because I would feel like blackjack to me feels like more of a game of chance than
It is.
than.
They say it's the best in the house as far as the odds, though. But poker obviously is a little different. But, man, I don't have the patience.
I don't have the patience for poker either. They
AD
go
kicks
way too
in,
long,
yeah.
and you're sitting there. But yeah, Bruno Mars, $50 million.
You can't find it anywhere, huh?
Huh?
You can't find
I can't find anything that's going to give you a credible source. This is like some off article, and even there in it,
What,
they
Big
say,
Vito's not a good enough source for you?
They keep that stuff pretty tight, though, at the casinos.
yeah.
Bruno Mars's recent broken arm, and they're not good enough?
They write here, he has not been shy in the past about his taste for games. During an appearance in Carpool Karaoke, he talked about his love of poker. The source also alleges that Bruno is taking home $90 million a year from his current deal with the MGM. And he just launched that cocktail lounge I told you about at another Vegas-based MGM property, the Bellagio. So if any of this is true, and it very well may not be, Bruno would still make a tremendous amount of money if they just said you got to work off.
So does he own this lounge that he's?
I don't know. Like, do you put your
his name on
I
it?
think they stick.
I
your name on it.
gotta wonder how often those bars and stuff like that and the hotels get changed out, because
Well, yeah, because like even a lot of bars in Nashville, a lot of the places they have the name on them, but they don't own it. They pay
it's
him a
just
couple
their-
$1 million or whatever a year, but $90 million a year is a lot of money.
$90
Well, he's
million,
doing
but
shows,
he does
too.
residency
He's
shows.
got
It's not just for that. He
okay.
does shows there.
Man, I wonder how fast he lost that $50 million because it takes him a year to make the 90.
Dude, I am dying to know more about this, and I've been really looking. I spent far too long today, and I can find nothing other than this one thing. And even in the article, this person goes, if it is true, it may not be. This is
Michael
the rumor.
Jordan does the same thing. He still does it to this day.
Do you think with Jordan that his dad was part of that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was two like wayward punks who looked like they didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like just like two guys who were hired just to do something.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to
No,
pick
his
this
dad
guy.
was definitely part of it.
And do we think that the NBA asked him to step aside and that was why he went to baseball?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. We'll never know.
No. They let him come back, though, so I would say no.
Well, they had it. I mean, yes. I don't think the NBA, I don't know
They've
what
never
the
been
ratings
that
did.
strict. It's not like the
they
NFL.
let him come back because he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And he won
2 more championships.
3 more. 3 more championships. I mean, that's amazing when you think about
That guy's incredible.
it. It is incredible. But, yeah, I always wondered about that a little bit.
Yeah, there was definitely something there. I mean, look at Tim. What's his name? Tim Donaghy, the referee. That
Yeah.
Netflix
Oh,
is
that's my
great,
favorite
man.
story ever.
And it just shows that all these sports are fixed at some point. It's a matter of how far they're fixed. I mean,
Yeah.
The other
You
one
see
is the other one has done it too. That's why he's playing with the Saudis. Is Phil Mickelson? He had a huge gambling problem
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He did, and I thought there was even some stuff with him where he owed money, and that was part of the reason he took the Saudi deal was he could pay off
everything and have
that
something
stuff.
left over.
You got to think that there's got to be some form of guys on the edge. Not all of it's legit. Like these got to be some
sure.
scary motherfuckers that you're dealing with that you owe money
And a
to.
lot of those guys will go out during the week before the tournament starts when they're doing their practice rounds. They'll bet $500 a hole, just fucking around with their buddies.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's different though. That's your buddies, and most of those guys are all making. What are they making?
Yeah,
A couple million.
Yeah, they're not too worried about
they're not worried
$500
at all.
I
All right.
think
Well,
Jordan and Barkley were doing like 100,000 a hole. At one
what?
point. Yeah,
You're kidding?
pretty sure it was 100,000.
Barkley sucks at golf.
He's terrible.
He's horrible.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just to be able to do that.
because I
That
think
to me
Barkley
is
had
like
bigger gambling debts than Jordan.
he did.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
he's a big gambler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How fun. You know what that is to me? That's like pure freedom where you don't care. The numbers
You're
are
making
just
so
numbers.
much.
It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You may not even know.
I think it matters though. It still
Well,
hurts.
I think it hurts in the competitive side of things. I don't know if it hurts
doesn't
in the
change
bottom
your
line.
life, right? Yeah,
I just-
You're
I
not
don't
gonna be
know.
out on the street.
No.
Right.
Right? But if I did like you were doing let me lose $4,000 a day for the rest of the week. I'm hurting bad.
Yeah, no,
I can't.
I mean,
You
this
know what I'm
was-
saying?
You know,
or
the,
let me
the
do it
problem
3
was I
weeks
went
in a
up there
row.
one night and I lost $2,000 right off the bat. I mean, quick.
Yeah.
And I only brought $2,000 because I was like, I'm going to be good this time. And I loaned I borrowed $1,000 from my buddy. And I said, if it's gone, I'll give it to you when we get back home. If not, I'll give it back to you tonight. I turned it in almost $10,000.
Wow.
And just playing blackjack. Stupid roll. At the end of the night, I was playing $1,000 a hand because I was up like $4,000. I was doubling down. I was splitting. It was insane the amount. And I told my buddy, I'm going to lose 2 more hands, and that's it. I lost a hand, and I won like 7 in a row. Then I lost the next one, and we walked away. I think it was $9,600.
How hard was it to walk away?
It was very hard,
Yeah.
especially because everybody's watching.
Yeah.
But
And
I
they're
knew
feeding you
I'd blow it
drinks.
back.
And they're feeding you drinks.
And yeah, because the last time, not the last time, Natalie will tell you, 2 times ago, we went to Del Lago, and I was up like $3,000. And she kept telling me, let's walk away. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And I gave it all back.
That's when we went to Blake Shelton, right?
How frustrating?
No.
How frustrating is that to give it back? Is it?
To me, it's like, all right, I came here to blow.
Well-
I brought 1,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's frustrating. It's like, you idiot, you should have walked away.
Yeah.
Is it more frustrating you lost $3,000 or is it more frustrating she said I told you so?
And she still does to this day.
Is it very zen for you though? And I ask that in that it's the only thing you're thinking about is what is the
Yeah.
next card. You're not. There's no other thought. There's
Nothing.
not what's happening at the restaurant. What's going on with my kids?
Nothing.
Whatever. Yeah, I can get it. I can
Yep.
get where that's
That's
almost
a thing.
relaxing in a way.
And I used to have a buddy, Mark, that would go with me, and I would just hand him my chips as I won,
Uh-huh.
and he would put them away, and he would not let me touch them.
Really?
Yep. And I said, this is where I start. When I get over this, I'm going to start handing it to you. And actually, we stopped at Seneca on the way to, we were going to Niagara Falls for his birthday. And we stopped, and we were there for 15 minutes. We walked out with $2,500.
Damn.
So it paid for the whole night, the drinks, dances, everything, plus some. Went home, hotel, food, you name it. And I still went home and took him out for his birthday. So, but we were in 15, 20 minutes and out. It was crazy. And I just kept handing him chips.
Do you have a method?
No.
Nothing. You're just
No.
going intuition
You-
and gut.
Yeah, you go with intuition.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's impressive. All right. We will take a moment. When we come back, a letter to Mark. This is a fantasy. Someone typed it all out and mailed it. I can even show you the envelope if you don't believe me. And then
Is it from West Ridge Road again?
I know. Is it from Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know where it's from. I actually didn't even look at the return address.
Why
How
wouldn't
bad.
you look at the return address?
Oh, I ripped it open. I have the envelope around here. Oh, right here. There is no return address.
Of course there's not.
Right there.
I think
That's
it's great, though. The other one was from Chuck E. Cheese. That's funny.
No, first one was from
I forget where.
a strip joint in
Yeah.
Ontario,
Yep.
and then Chuck E. Cheese.
And then Chuck E. Cheese, yes. And we will also do, we'll give Mark a couple scenarios. He has to tell us which one is the creepier person. These are actual local people, but which one do you deem the creepier person?
Okay.
All right. We'll get to that. But first, BTB, Woodfire Pizza and Grill. Let me tell you, bracketology, right? Is that tomorrow night? Or is that tonight?
Tomorrow night, yeah, because tomorrow night starts the
It's a
actual tournament. It's the playing games.
Playing
tomorrow
games,
night.
right. And then Thursday will kick off the actual
Yeah.
tournament. So you want to get over there because I would say
Go get a beer and fill out your bracket.
Yes.
Get yourself in the right mindset.
absolutely. And if you had a heavy weekend, you can go have the Cobb salad. This Cape Cod salad sounded really good to me.
That's the one Laura had
Laura
last
loved
week.
it last week.
Yeah.
Oh, really? The bacon, arugula, apples, walnuts. Is there crab in there?
Sure is.
I did. Blue cheese crumbles with apple Dijon house dressing.
That's real crab, too, not
Yeah.
imitation. That's real.
Something that was brought back by popular demand. The chick.
In your face. All over your face. All over your shirt.
What are you talking about? Did I?
No, but it will be eventually.
Oh, he's almost done with
Just
it.
like the parade.
Look, he's almost done with it.
Fried chicken. Was it provolone, Matt?
Yeah.
Provolone.
Jalapenos, blueberries, and then is there a blueberry
It's a blueberry sauce. Yeah.
blueberry sauce? It is so good. It is so good. You have to have this. And I believe that it'll probably come.
It's probably gonna end up being on a permanent menu at some point.
It's
It's
amazingly
selling
good.
like crazy.
Yeah, it's amazingly good. Mark.
There's another treat over here for you in the break, too.
There is? Oh, I can't wait.
I had a shepherd's pie last week.
I think their shepherd's
It was
pie
the best shepherd's pie I've ever had.
That's what
I'll go against
said
any.
that too.
I'm sorry, I'll go against any.
No,
any-
it's fine. I agree. I thought it was.
I actually tried it for the first time today.
It was amazing.
It was really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was really good. You got to get the Tipsy Shamrock, serve frozen. Just be careful of brain freeze. Vanilla vodka. Is it? How do you say that? Cream de cocoa.
Yep.
Okay. And then cream de mint,
Creme.
de mint, and ice cream. Or you can get the blue egg martini, Mark. Blueberry vodka, vanilla vodka, sweet cream, and then what is that? Blue curacao.
Yep.
Yeah.
That Shamrock one is selling like hotcakes.
Oh, it's got to.
And God, if it was summertime out, it'd be even worse. But it's selling so bad right now.
Why can't you bring back
crushing it?
Do you do a version like that in the
We'll
summer?
do something with mint in it. Yeah.
The everything quesadilla. I think the everything quesadilla is a great thing to have while watching the game.
That's the number 2 seller of the month.
It was fantastic.
Is it really?
Yep.
Pulled pork, mac and cheese with onion straws, and whiskey barbecue sauce. Perfect for game watching. All there at BTB. Over 50 TVs. Get your bracket settled, and you're going to fill out a bracket, Mark?
I don't think so.
What?
I'm done.
What are you talking
Syracuse
about?
isn't in. I don't have any
No,
interest.
that's true.
Syracuse.
Going to do the crab dip during the break.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Crab dip during the break.
Crab dip during the break.
Obey, yeah.
All right. We get the crab dip.
Yummy.
Now,
you can have
Speaking
that
of
one.
letters,
We're gonna put you on the. Should we put you on the creepy list now? At the other
Yes,
two?
please. I belong on it. That was terrible. I apologize.
that's great.
The crab dip.
Way to go into the next segment.
The creepy segment with Mark's letter kicking it off next. Oh,